Trent, and it's become very urban around us. We've just seen our first old bottle kiln, which I always enjoy seeing. And we're making our way up today through the Stoke locks, which are not very exciting. I'll spare you those. And then we're going to turn down onto the Leek and canal. And we'll probably stay down there for a couple of weeks. We're going to go and do a bit of camping this weekend. I'm not sure how it's going to be up here. It's quite busy at the moment because it's half term, but there's also a bottleneck up here because there's a flight of locks on the Macclesfield Canal which have been put out of action at the moment because a boat got caught up on a sill a couple of weeks ago and they've damaged the lock gates. I think the boat was okay. I haven't heard any more about that, but the flight of locks are shut until CRT can mend the lock gates. So there's going to be a backup because we just can't get north at the moment. The Bridgewater Canal is still broken, the Llangollen is broken, and the only way for us to get up the Macclesfield Peak Forest and around to Manchester and Liverpool is going up that way, up the Macclesfield Canal, which we can't do at the moment. But we're not too worried because we're not in any hurry and we can spend some time down the Leek and Calden. I just got a feeling that it's going to be busy down there because, well, everyone's going to have the same problem. We'll have to wait and see. Even among all the urban grime, there's moments of beauty. I love it when people paint the bollards like little flyer garricks. It's so much nicer than the St George's flag. This is a really tricky lock to get into. Oh, train going overhead. I just managed to avoid scraping the front of the boat in. This is lovely. Unfortunately, it's probably a bit too late, but we can all do our bit, and try. And I guess that's for insects. Right, we've done the Stoke flight and we've got to do a tricky manoeuvre now because there's a very tight right hand bend to get us on the Leek and Calden, so let's see how we go. We've done all the grimy industrial bit at the beginning of the canal now, and we're just on our way down to Milton, and the canal is every bit as shallow and windy and narrow as we remember it, but this time we're not getting caught on every corner or hitting every bridge because, with the benefit of experience, we know that we've got to do this really slowly. It makes all the difference. Suddenly gone peaceful and quiet, although there are a lot of boats up and down, and I've got a feeling the end will be busy. We should get to Leek tomorrow, and we're hoping that we can hang around there for a few days at least. Day 2 on the Leek and Calden, and we're up bright and early. We're on our second lock of the morning, and third lock, and we've done 2 lift bridges this morning as well. And then I think that's the most of the work out of the way, and we can just cruise into Leek. I've forgotten how beautiful it is up here. Really nice. More than nice, really beautiful. Isn't it, H? It's beautiful up here.
Yeah, lovely.
These monuments at all the locks up here are a tribute to what are rather lost industries in Stoke-on-Trent now. Spode, Wedgwood. It's just the bare bones of a ceramics industry here now. Well, we've come up to a really awkward spot. There's some facilities here. Everybody's queuing for water. There's no room to get around. We've just hit the front of this boat trying to go through a bush. We had to come through that bush to get through. So of course he's not very happy, even though we only tapped it. And there's a boat queuing for water up there under the bridge, which means we can't get through the bridge. So they're having to walk it backwards so that we can move. Very busy. And we made it. Just. So this is where we part company. The cauldron goes up there. And round to the right, hidden again by bush, is the Leek. And we got about 2.5 miles to go to the end of it. Leek tunnel. And we're really hoping there's going to be some mooring spots at the end of this, because we're nearly at the end of the canal. We have seen 1 or 2 coming down, so hopefully we'll be able to squeeze in. It stinks of diesel in here, and it's only a short tunnel. I'm trying to hold my breath. Oh, that makes a nice pattern. It's like something out of Doctor Who. And we're going through a portal into another world. We've arrived at the very end. There's a fuel boat a bit stuck in the winding hole. Is there any moorings up there?
Yeah, just one behind that boat.
Is he coming out, the fuel boat?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I love it. He's all dressed up in a waistcoat and cap. The fuel boat, that is, not Henry. Well, with a lot of jiggery pokery we got in, the fuel boat, just for the hell of it, is going right up to the end. And I've managed to reverse all the way along here, avoiding that boat. Henry's just hauling me in now. And this looks like a 2-week spot, so it's got our name all over it. We'll go up close to this boat so that we don't leave a gap, because nobody likes a git gap. So here we are, happily ensconced in Leek for at least a week, maybe a bit more. Gives us the chance to get back on with that pesky Houdini hatch. Henry's going to do an engine service at some point when we can track down the oil for it, which we haven't found so far, so that might have to be on a later date. I can't get on with the roof yet because there's a lot of rain forecast, which is good for the canal, so I'm not complaining about that. But I can't start. I need to have at least 3 or 4 days run of dry weather to do the roof. It will wait. I'm not in a rush to do it. In the meantime, we'll go out, discover the peaks, and have a look around Leek, which is a really lovely town. So that's it for this week. Have a good week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Have you seen the land